when I was young, my father had died, and I was advised, or made to go and stay with some neighbours, and they were sort of, well, they were really culty people. Anyway, I woke up in the middle of the night and I had wet the bed, and felt very afraid of a lot of things, and got up, and it must have been possibly 2 in the morning, I'm guessing, and just ran outside of that house and just ran and ran and ran and ran and ran and ran, and that's all I really remember. One time when I was 4, I was taken to the football by an uncle. Suffice it to say that I was lost at the Melbourne Cricket Ground in 1968 or 69. There was a lot of people there. It was the middle of winter, and I was always very scared of men. Like, they were just too violent and unpredictable. And I got separated from this uncle, who I honestly don't remember. But I do have vague memories of being abused in the men's toilets, which will... it's infused the stink of piss into my skin and being. And then I remember a policeman and being in a small room, and then the next day my mum Joan said, yeah, we had to call D24. That was the first time I'd ever heard that phrase. That was a thing for lost and missing children in part of the police department. And when I was 13, I was institutionalised, and I was in a place called Larundel, and then I went from there to a place called Parkside Baltara, and that was bad, obviously, but Larundel was pretty bad because that's where I was raped, and have pretended that it hasn't been a lifelong disabling trauma. I've pretended really hard that it's cool, man, but it really isn't very fucking cool. And if I look back on my life now as a 60-year-old man with 2 teenage children, I feel that I have really made a mistake by not being more productive, not having things to give, or a legacy as such. So these are all not scary stories, they're just stories of scary stuff that can happen. There's a song, and it's called... My God, I can't remember the name of the song. But it's a living thing. By Electric Light Orchestra. I got the shit smacked out of me by, 3 or 4 people with pool cues in Parkside Baltara, and then and then, so that tune is like, embedded in one of the darker places. And another one is Baker Street by Gerry Rafferty. And it's the most amazing memory I think I have that isn't about being, you know, a father of kids and stuff, because that shit is mind-blowing. But however, the last time I got released from that place and put in a taxi and driven from somewhere in North Melbourne, I believe it was, all the way back to Jones House in Frankston. And it was rainy, and it was spring, and it was cold, but it was sunny and rainy. And I'm in the back of this taxi cab wondering what the fuck just happened. I don't even know how long a time it was, to tell you the truth. There's no accurate way of saying it. I've tried to find out how long I was there, and, well, you know, that's another story. But this tune was playing on the way home from this fucking horrible bloody time. It was a fucking scene, man. And that tune became like anthemic. And I still hear it now and have a very confused sense of weird entrapment, man. It's a weird form of entrapment, you know, to feel like you're being released from somewhere, but you're not really being released from anywhere. You're being taken home, which is not really a better environment. I don't know. Call the fucking cops. Call the fucking cops. Yeah. Yeah.